Season 2024-25 has been another challenging but rewarding year for the MFPA. Our work was geared towards consolidating existing initiatives while also embarking on new projects to strengthen our support for football players at every stage of their career. While professional football often takes center stage, amateur and youth players remain a vital part of our mission. This is reflected in our strong advocacy for improved conditions, the fight against abusive practices, and our commitment to ensuring youth players receive the playing time they deserve. This season, the MFPA filed 2 cases with the Court of Arbitration for Sport, arguing that the current youth regulations in Malta breach EU law. We are convinced that our main proposals, namely to reduce the current 4-year registration period for players aged 14 to 18 to 2 years, and to introduce a cap on the number of players each club can have per category, would significantly improve the situation. With help from I Trust Sport, an international organization specializing in governance, we have completed a full governance review of the MFPA structure. The proposed regulation amendments, which will be introduced at our next annual general meeting in June, are intended to make our board more diverse with the inclusion of independent members and members from underrepresented groups. We believe these changes will improve our decision-making and lead to better outcomes for our members. Another important development is the introduction of 2 player councils instead of the current one. One will be fully dedicated to women's football, and the other will focus on men's football. Both councils will be made up only of active players. This new structure will give players more influence in their union, helping us to map out a future driven by the players themselves. The MFPA has provided feedback on the National Consultation Document to improve Malta's labor migration policy, focusing on third country nationals working in Malta. Our detailed report, prepared by an immigration legal expert, specifically focused on the needs of professional players working with Maltese clubs. In the meantime, we have also introduced a new online service whereby non-EU nationals can now obtain help with any issues related to their visa, residence, and work permits. In March, a delegation from FIFPro Europe, led by President David Terrier, met with European Commissioner for Youth, Culture, and Sport, Glenn McAuliffe, in Brussels to discuss key priorities for European football for the next few years. The discussion centered on the importance of enhancing the popularity and sustainability of sport. The MFPA formed part of the FIFPro Europe delegation for this meeting. Education remains high on the MFPA agenda. We offered scholarships, English courses in collaboration with Bell's English Language School for foreign players and coaches, and a diploma in sports management with Learning Works. These programs enable players to improve their skills and prepare for life, both on and off the pitch. We are actively exploring ways to strengthen our education program, and this summer we will launch 5 new learning units in collaboration with Edge Alliance. These will cover key topics for players, namely how to deal with media and public image, sports regulations and players' rights, mental health and well-being, financial literacy and career planning, and anti-doping and match fixing. After last year's MFPA Awards, which doubled up as a celebration of the association's 10th anniversary as members of the FIFPro family, we organized our annual training camp for out-of-contract players. This annual initiative is an opportunity for players to prepare for the upcoming season while improving their chances of earning a contract with local or foreign clubs. During the upcoming training camp, the MFPA will be contributing to an important study on repetitive head impacts in professional football, led by FIFPro's medical team. The study will look at how repeated head impacts, like heading and concussions, affect players' brain health. The goal of this research is to gather clear data to better understand the risks and improve player safety moving forward. Earlier this season, the MFPA supported an important initiative led by FIFPro, the Return to Play Guide for footballers after childbirth. This guide helps female players to navigate their return to the game, supporting them through both the physical and mental aspects. Social responsibility remains central to what we do. From supporting the Down Syndrome Association on World Down Syndrome Day, to our work with Frame Football in partnership with Team Sport, we've seen how our members contribute positively to society. This season, we've also started a new collaboration with AIMS, the Authority for Integrity in Maltese Sport, by holding educational sessions for players and coaches on the risks of match fixing and anti-doping. The main objectives of these sessions is to raise awareness and provide players with the knowledge needed to protect themselves and their careers. In the coming weeks, we will be teaming up with the Inhabil Football Foundation and the Youth FA to launch a campaign aimed at raising awareness among parents and guardians about how to support youth players positively during training and matches. We will also hold sessions with youth sector coaches to explore ways of making training and matches more fun and inclusive for every player. Over the past 12 months, we hosted several mental skills and first aid sessions at clubs, provided medical insurance with the support of our trusted partners, us Secura brokers, and continued assisting players on legal issues and drafting of contracts. This season, we filed over 60 cases. Maintaining strong communication with our members and stakeholders remains a key priority. This season, the MFPA has handled hundreds of inquiries from players and parents, underlining our commitment to being accessible and responsive. We've also shared over 150 updates across our social media platforms to keep our community informed, highlight the achievements of our members, and support local football. In parallel, we've strengthened our digital presence through regular content features that are driving increased engagement across our online and social media channels. In keeping with this commitment, we will soon launch our new mobile app. The latest version is currently being tested, and we plan to release it in the coming weeks. Once live, it will be available on both the App Store and Google Play, offering an easy-to-use platform for players to access all services, receive notifications, and stay updated with the latest news from the association. The MFPA is constantly striving to evolve. Our motivation to safeguard the rights and interests of football players in Malta is stronger than ever. Yes, we have come a long way, but we are determined to work harder for the benefit of our members, because our association is by the players, for the players,